What is up, my people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy Nassim the Dream, and welcome back for yet another edition of Singles of the Week. Now, we got a good amount of singles I want to talk about. Let's just get right into it. Alright, we're gonna kick it off with this new single from rap artist Rod Wave. This one is called Break My Heart. Okay, so I'm not really that familiar with Rod, but I hear some decent things about him here and there. But considering this track in particular, honestly, this song is actually really good. I was really impressed. Rod is like absolutely killing it on this thing. Like, the singing was really nice, the rapping isn't too shabby either, and the beat is absolutely incredible. I was really digging it. It's like tugging on the strings on the heart a little bit with the acoustics and the falsettos on there. I was blown away. I really was. I really did enjoy this. This is a really good first impression. I'm gonna have to give it the flames. It's fire. And next, we got this new Ava Max single. It's titled Weapons. Minus the top-notch production, this is a pretty generic sounding pop track. It really doesn't stand out compared to her other material. It really just sounds like another duplicate, in my opinion, of like some good moments from her, from singing wise. But the song as a whole doesn't really feel original. I just didn't really care for it. Alright, and then we got what seems to be a lost archive track made around the time of Flume's debut. This one is called Slugger 1.4, and you know what, it's just full of great classic Flume sound design highlights on here. The arpeggios that just become super hypnotic at a certain point, vocals inspired by, you know, some soul music in there, sick LFO techniques into the saw synths. It's just great. It's classic Flume. How could you not love this? It's great. It brings you right back, some throwback vibes. It brings some nostalgia back to when the beginning of Flume, back to his debut. I like it a lot. Alright, then next we got house DJ Chris Lake out with the track with vocalist Aatig, and it's called Yuma. I think all in all, this song is pretty decent. I'm really liking the piano stabs onto the chorus. There's some pretty interesting creativity onto the transition points on here that really caught my attention. The chorus almost reminds me of like this like funky door creeping noise, along with some pretty decent performances from Aatig as well. I think overall it's a decent song. I can really dance along to it. And then next we got alternative synth pop singer songwriter Banshee out with their full EP. So I'm gonna be talking about the track SADIST. She's destroying this shit. Like, the contrast between like this angel and demons trope with the way that the vocal layering is placed on here, it's just insane. Like, not to mention the dance elements on this song are insanely enchanting. Noticing some of the glistening chimes, the aggressive subs, the alluring synthesizers, the complexity of the track is absolutely infatuating. It's a banger. Next is another track from progressional electronic producer Floating Points on Someone Close. Pretty lengthy prog track, lengthening about over 11 minutes in time. Now, as that sounds a bit daunting, it's actually really soothing experience. The foundation of the song is guided through these arpeggios that lure in more some sound selection variations onto this canvas. It becomes sort of ethereal in a way. You really feel like it's like almost out of this world, like because of like this, like it really feels like a technological discovery in a way, and it's really interesting as it plays off with a lot of like the digital sound design, and it's just a great addition with the rest of these new tracks for this upcoming LP. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, next up we got another single from power duo KX5, Cascade and Deadmau5. This is called Avalanche. We're going more into deep house rave cuts, real deep house rave, bringing on singer James French. It's a big nightclub vibe. It really is. It's a jam. I can feel this through the dance floor in my bones. Great sound design on here. Like I said, very colorful transition points on here as well that really add some grit to it. I approve. Oh man, and then we got this country stud back with more music, baby. Chris Stapleton. This song is called I Am a Ram. This thing just rocks, man. This song rocks. This thing is just great. The guitars are just as colorful as the work at Starting Over. Chris giving us that country soul feel into his voice. It is just simply a country rock banger. The man does it again. Oh, I hope to see an LP from him soon. Alright, next up we got Alan Walker dropping us some new content for us. This track is called Lovesick, and it features singer Sophie Simmons. I honestly didn't really care for this one. I was pretty bored through most of the track. It kind of just sounds like an Ava Max ripoff. It really does. They already made a song together. It just reminds me a lot of that, which isn't a bad thing, but like, where's the originality at this time? I feel like we just heard this song or this sound from Alan like millions of times. I just don't like this. Alright, and then we got some new music from UK rapper slowthai out with the track I Know Nothing. Alright. the concept on this is a lot to dig in, and I think it's really, really dope. So slowthai is throwing us with this concept that it is basically like this construct of slowthai's like perspective of like fallacies dealt with society and the effects that it's caused to the world, not only to the world but to him as well. While like he's stating these effects that it's made to him and making him declare that he doesn't know anything, like that philosophical truth, like what is it called? It's like I think therefore I am kind of thing. We're getting into like that kind of philosophy sort of. But it's being like misinterpreted in this way where because the truth is just being hidden or is just not being told the right way. I just love what he has to say on here. That's the way I took it. And on top of that, the design of the song has like some industrial metal elements and like the processing, including some like heavy distorted guitar passages, making this almost seem like a post-punk track. It's just crazy. It's really on point. It's a wonderful demonstration of self-expression. It's great. I really enjoyed playing this. It was dope. All right, next we got Kim Petras out with If Jesus Was a Rockstar. The melody's pretty catchy. I'll give her that. It really does stick to you. The acoustic pop aesthetics on here are working really well with this warm bass, and it's adding a lot of contrast. I'm not insane for the song, but it is one of those tracks that can really appeal to somebody else, and I would definitely understand it. So overall, it's not bad. All right, and then we got the full record out from DJ producer Kygo. I'm gonna be reviewing the track "The Way We Were" with singer Plested. If you're a fan of Kygo, I'm sure you'll be really into the song. It should definitely resonate with you. It has that classic aesthetic Kygo sound that you're just super used to, I guess. But for me, however, I'm kind of just sick of this formula. I mean, I would have really liked something with a bit more pizzazz, some X Factor, but I mean, sadly, I just don't really hear that here. It's just kind of And then we got some new music from GRiZ, bringing in some more dubstep, funktronic with singer-rapper ProbCause on MEGAZORD. It's awful. I sincerely thought this track was a mess. I can't see myself replaying this anytime soon or enjoying it in the future. It's a clusterfuck. Next, we got indie pop singer Stapleton with CRÈME BRÜLÉE. I thought this track presented some really cool ideas with some bedroom pop elements, but overall, it really just is all over the place. Like, has cool ideas, has cool constructs, and the cool sounds that mash into something very experimental, but it just doesn't know where to go. It doesn't really know how to end. It really messes up with the track. I'm gonna have to give it the yellow. And then we're gonna have a little nifty track that we got from indie rock band MGMT. It is called Who's Counting. You know, it's a subtle indie track. It really is. I'm digging what they're putting into the atmospheres. It adds a lot of texture. It is a really dope progression, and it's not that crazy. It is a pretty simple song, but it's dominated with instrumentation. Like, it brings in so much light, so much dynamic into the song. I really enjoyed it. And then next we got hip-hop artist Kota the Friend out with this new track. It's called Red Lights featuring Hello O'Shea. This is such a dull song. Like, homie, it don't even sound like he's having fun. I really don't think he's having fun on this one. There's no energy to the song at all. And obviously, it's a lo-fi track, and it's supposed to be mellow. I understand that. But come on, dude. We could do so much better than this. Like, it's boring. All right, and then we got another new track from Brockhampton. This one is called The Ending. All right, so deep concept track. So it's pretty much going in about Kevin on the track again solo, with this time and he's looking back and reflecting on his life, and to come up with his friend group, into this fame, helping his mom retire, etc. Just a bunch of different things about him basically, while like going over this Willie Hutch sample that's pretty damn good. It really is catchy. Overall, I do think the track is decent, and I like the context with it. It really caught my attention. I really do think it's interesting, and I think it's going to be impactful to the notion of this entire record, or what it's going to have to deliver. And I do think, and I'm really hoping that it will be cohesive to what the record has to offer. By itself, though, it's just kind of, you know, it's just one of those tracks that's like, okay, it's cool, but I really don't see myself playing this in my spare time or just like on repeat, like having that repeat value in there. But with the record, I can definitely hear myself playing it again, and I really hope it impacts and just like heightens up more of the context in there, so we'll see. All right, next we got alternative hip-hop R&B singer-songwriter Chiiild on this new track, Bon Voyage. So I consider this more towards a like melodic hip-hop direction for sure, while still enduring some of the soul and ambient aesthetics that he utilizes so well into his material. It's decent. I thought it was a good take, and overall it wasn't boring at all. It did catch my attention for the majority of the track. It could have used a bit more layering to give this a little bit more impact vocally, but it's still cool. And then we got this new track from French Montana I don't know what this is. Like, what is this? I have no idea what this is. Like, I keep thinking about that part in the recording of the song where Shorty is like threatening homie, like threatening to suck his dick. I don't know what this is. All right, and then I did react to a track as usual. I reacted to this new Pierce the Veil track. It is called Emergency Contact. Definitely, guys, you should definitely go check out that video. Support the channel, give a like for it. I really would appreciate you guys checking out that video to get the full breakdown of my opinion on that song. It's great. I liked it during my reaction. Giving it a few more plays, yeah, it's fucking great. It's fire. It's so dope. And then we're gonna end off this week's singles of the week with this new Rihanna track, Born Again. So the full album is out for the promotion of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I really wanted to make this the last one because I did see the film and I actually heard this song during the credits for the movie, and man, it was soothing. It was soothing. That's like the best thing I could tell you. It's a good song. It is. It really is. But man, man, there's so much pain. So much pain. Yeah. On top of that, if you watched the movie, let me know what you thought of it. I fucking loved it. It was such a beautiful movie. I don't want to get off topic, but yeah. Great song. Great movie. Enough said. And that is it for this week's Singles of the Week, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, go and like, share, comment down below of what you thought of these tracks. And don't forget, these tracks are linked down in the description below so you can check them out for yourselves. And I also have my social media accounts so you can keep on me on the daily. And I'm going to catch you in the next one. So